Okay, welcome. Let's pull from this deck first. What the Spirit wants you to know. New Earth reading, please, Spirit. Tell us something about the New Earth and what's to come, let's be expected. What's expected of us? Thank you, Spirit. Perpetual soul ascension, continuous growth and ascension. All right. Let's see, I'm not going to read the full thing, but the mantra is I fully surrender to the continual growth and path to ascension my soul has chosen. My soul has chosen before birth, knowing when you got here that you would be on a journey towards something or through something in order to learn, to ascend. Okay. The path of growth is not a one-time choice, but it's continual. Every day we are confronted with choices that allow us to stay where we are or push us outside our comfort zone and challenge us to ascend. Okay, so living in your purpose, making choices along the way that stick, that confirm that you are aligned with your purpose is what I'm getting here. Okay, whatever your soul needed to learn, and those choices you make can be considered like little tests along the way, and you keep confirming that you are on the right track. Well, of course, not always. Sometimes you'll make a choice and you'll go, off or be misaligned, and that's okay. You will get nudged by your spirit team to get back on your path, to get realigned. So this is just saying, like, any mistakes, don't beat yourself up over. But this is the new earth. I asked about the new earth and what we're going to be doing. So more and more, everybody I think is going to feel a gravitational pull more so toward the choices they need to make. It may be a situation where you get really rewarded the more you're going in the right direction and the more you're going in the not so perfect path direction. You may get a nudge that this is not for you. This doesn't feel right. And your intuition is going to be able to pick up on it more. It's going to be a deep-rooted feeling that, no, my compass is saying don't go left, go right. So I think that's what Spirit is imparting right now. What else about this new earth and soul ascension? Mix it up a bit more. Soul ascension, please, Spirit. New earth. And choices and alignment and purpose. All those beautiful things. Make us free. This is, of course, from Amistad or Amistad, freeing the slaves, or slaves being on the boat, and that cry, that almost guttural cry, to let us free. Spiritually too. Make us free. No more bondage. That's what I'm feeling from this new earth. Free from all bonds, or those that would like to bind us. Those days are over. What fell on the floor? Mask. I'm not even going to pick it up. I see it. It's face up. Mask. What does it say? A secret. Theft, concealment. Yeah, so basically in this instance though, The mask is off of anyone who wants to play those kinds of games of bondage and um, bullying even. I'm getting that strongly here. The days of bullying in the new earth are over. People are going to be standing up to bullies like nobody's business. And what do we know about bullies? When you stand up to them, their power falls away and they usually go running somewhere like the cowards they are. So that's what is the new earth also. I'm looking forward to that. Spirit says it's here. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's here. What's this? I'm not the kind of woman men marry. Speaking of bullies, I'm taking it as in, if you're a proper suitor, a real man, a protector, she will likely marry you. But this new earth woman is not considering marrying that kind of man from the past that perhaps, figured that there's a dime a dozen, I'll treat you any kind of way, you're lucky to have me, or the culture says this or that. No, those days are over. Women all over the earth. This is an earth thing. This is not just a US thing. This is not just an African thing. This is not just a Japanese thing. This is a global change. And women are not going to basically, settle for just anyone. Okay. I saw dark practices, but we went over that. Unless you want me to go over that some more, Spirit, I'll just move on here. Daughter. I think this is in the vein of what I just said about women. Or maybe raising our daughters. Maybe Spirit wants me to hearken on that a little bit more. The new earth, the women coming up, letting them know, setting the example for them, or giving them the message loud and clear. It's okay for you to go solo if you don't find anyone along your path that is treating you with respect. Respect and love for yourself is your first commitment. Your united front, your unity within, and knowing that you can depend on yourself to protect yourself, that comes before any commitment outside of you. Blocked. Anything, okay, Spirit, wow, this wants to stay on this one. Blocked. Anyone that is not for you, is supportive of you, loving you, making your inner child feel safe and secure, hasn't, shown themselves to be worthy of your time and your attention and your energy, they get blocked. All right, Spirit. And this is all part of soul ascension. So then your daughters and their daughters, and not only that, the sons get to see, within a family or within a network or group, what's expected, what's acceptable, what's the new acceptable, and what's not acceptable any longer. Because let's just face it, why things went on as long as they did, against women, is because societies upheld it as in the norm. It was acceptable. Boys grew up thinking this was acceptable behavior, when in fact it was extremely damaging to women. So no more of that. I see honor yourself at the split of the deck and consider the options. Okay. And then we have two flipping together. self-doubt, and step back. Okay. You are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. Came out with step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. There may be a young woman in the collective now considering marriage, or considering staying married, remaining in a marriage that is not, you're having questions, you're doubting. I don't think it's as much as yourself. Maybe self-doubt is in there, meaning like doubting your decision making, or should you be with this person. Spirit saying step back a bit and look at it from a bird's eye view. Be as objective as you can be in a very intimate and personal situation, and see if this is something that will be good for you long term. Do you think you have limited options? Is that why you're making this decision? Because you don't. You have many options. They may not be here today. You may have to open yourself up to other areas, other circumstances, and ways of life or whatever. But that's no reason for you to right now grab something that is not good for you. So Spirit is urging you to do that. So this message is for someone. And then here we have next, shame and fresh start. Someone may be married and feeling like they're ashamed to start over. Maybe you've been married for 20, 40 years. I don't know. 2 years. Maybe it's a new marriage, and you'll be ashamed to say to the world, I made a mistake. Spirit is saying, first of all, it's nobody's business. That's the first thing you need to tackle, is why do you care what others think, especially with something that that affects only you. It does not affect them. They don't have any say in it whatsoever. This is a you decision. You decide how you want to move forward. And if people don't understand, they can walk out of your life. You can find other friends and family, whatever the situation is. But no, under any circumstances do you make a decision like this, how to spend your years and who to spend them with, based on anyone else. So this message is definitely for someone. All right, Spirit. Anything else to add to this? I think that's it. Yes, indeed. It was for someone. Thank you for being here. I hope it landed softly as it could. It's definitely channeled, and I will see you in the next one.